all. This is Neha Pardeshi from Diploma Training and Development Batch 81st, enrollment number 25988. I would be presenting this report of study of designing a training program at Flexibility HR Solutions Private Limited. Say Flexibility is the company where I am currently working. They are the recruitment service providers. They provide RPO services, RA services to various top clients. We have clients like HUL, Godrej, Seat Tires, then we have ExxonMobil, etc. Into various industries we provide recruitment services. So this study would be presented on the training program which they have adopted. They have adopted a training program where they would be training freshers and they would be developing them for the recruitment and selection process, so that they can be observed in future. If they clear the training program, they can be observed in future as a full-time employee. So the objective of this study is it will help us understand the importance of training and development in an organization. It will help in understanding the roles of training and development programs. Also, it will study the process and functions of training. Also, understand the training needs of group as well as group or organization. So here the training needs of various freshers would be understood, as well as the training needs of the organization needs to be taken into consideration, so that a training program is designed as per both the needs and is beneficial for both. This study will also help in increasing individual skill on one or more areas of expertise. This will develop freshers either for recruitment, for sourcing, for coordination, for team leads, or for other positions which are open in recruitment, data management, data analysis. Various other skills would be developed in them, so they will be able to know what their expertise is, to increase an individual's motivation to perform their job well. So training people interact with each other. They as a fresher, they speak to many people. This gives them motivation and confidence to work. So we have adopted methodology for this study. Like, we have collected a questionnaire from 30 people, and we have analyzed the data, which would be shown in the further slides. So these are the methods we adopted to train for this training program. So first is instructor-led training. This is also known as classroom training. This is the most traditional form of training, wherein there is a classroom, there are trainees, and a trainer would be trained in a classroom setting. Mentoring is one kind of method where where there is a mentor and there are mentees. Mentor act as an advisor, counselor, or guide to a junior or trainee or mentee. So this is all about mentoring. On the job training, as the name suggests, it is the training carried out at workplace. This is the most popular training in today's environment, as organizations do not have time and money to spend additional on training, so they provide on the job training. Blended learning is combination of two or three trainings together, so that the training doesn't become monotonous and the people are not getting bored, and they are learning something and implementing something in their day-to-day work. Next would be analysis of data and results. So we have this five charts with 5 questions, but we have collected data of 30 questions. So this would be the main skills or main aspects needed for recruitment to develop a fresher as a recruiter. So I have just put this 5 charts. If you can see, I find it easy to talk to complete strangers. In recruitment, each and every day they have to speak to strangers, they have to coordinate with them, they have to do interviews, virtual interviews or telephonic interviews, so they have to speak to strangers. So this is the important skill, and if you can see in the chart, there is a gap which needs to be filled through training, so that they are developed and can become a good recruiter in future. Accordingly, rate your communication skills. So communication is the topmost priority for recruiters, because they would be interacting with various stakeholders, hiring managers, top management, candidates, well qualified people. So they need to be communicate. They need to be very good in expressing themselves, communicating with them, so they build a rapport and trust. Then there comes the negotiation skill. Negotiation skill is on daily basis. They have to negotiate with candidates, stakeholders, hiring managers, top management, with regards to budget, salary, etc. So the negotiation skills what they need to develop is very much important, not only in their professional life, but they have to negotiate in their personal life. So this is the topmost skill, and if you see there is a gap in the data collected, so we have to provide training to develop these skills. Data analysis and management as a skill, if you feel important or not, this question was asked to the people. So this is the topmost priority in today's world. Data is today every organization is data driven. They are hiring people who can analyze data, who can manage data, because recruitment has also gone through various digitization, various changes. So data is mostly involved in recruitment as well. So if the person is good in data analysis, data management, he can speak to stakeholders, candidates, hiring managers with respects to data, and can present in a proper form what he is trying to express. Then how would you rate reliability as a skill? Reliability is the most important aspect for the organization, as the recruiter is the face of the organization in the market. Companies should be able to trust and should be able to rely on recruiters to get the topmost talent or quality candidates to their organization. The cultural fit should be proper, the candidate qualification, experience, everything should be proper. So this is what the organization does, and is the organization does for the recruiters are responsible for. So the reliability as a skill needs to be there in any of the person who is recruited or who is there with the company, so that company can rely and trust on them. So we can see a gap where we have to give training on developing the reliability as a skill, so that people develop and become a good recruiters. And then the lastly, we recruiting is a tough job. Yes, I have been in the recruiting business in 7+ years. So now I can say that it is easy for me, but those who are starting, it is very tough for them. So people have mixed comments on that. It is a very colorful chart, but we have recognized a need here. So we would be providing training, situational based learnings, where various situations would be given, so that they understand what the reaction should be, what their actions should be, and they develop themselves. Then we go to key findings. So key findings of this study would be gap in the current skill and the skills needed to perform the specific job. Why this training program is provided or developed? Because there is a gap in the skills they need and the gap in the skills to perform the job. So that is the reason, to fill this gap, this training program for freshers is needed. This if given proper training to the freshers, they can be observed as a full-time employee. Also, we are exploring here the pros and cons of hiring freshers and developing them. Freshers need to be trained for long, they need to be developed to nurture them. There's a lot of resources, money, everything invested. So pros and cons of hiring freshers is also what we found out while during the study. Then the learnings are like, freshers can be developed in future absorbed as full-time employees. So we learned that freshers, if given a chance, given a training, given proper training, proper learnings, can be developed and absorbed as a full-time employee. This training helps in guiding freshers in their career, helps in development in corporate environment. They get to face the corporate environment, how they need to react, how they need to take actions, what is their requirements, everything is there given in the training. And then on the job training provides real time experience and helps trainees to face the situation in real time basis. So on the job training is very much important in this recruitment business. Thank you.